doing this video just to follow up really from the one I did on Monday. It was just kind of giving you some insight into the shit I'd eaten last weekend. What I mean, I do a lot of these posts and, you know, the motivational sort of talking and stuff on camera, and I think that a lot of people speak highly of them. And what I want to sort of hopefully do, kind of going forward a little bit, is give you some insight into sometimes when things aren't so fucking happy clappy, the skies aren't always beautiful blue skies and rainbows, and we all go through them times in life, and they're more the times that define us. And for me and my family, it's possibly a bit of a shit time at the minute. And don't get me twisted. I mean, a lot of people have got a lot worse things going on. I'm just trying to give you some insight into obviously how things are going on. You know, for me and Michelle, this last sort of week, she had her tonsils out on Tuesday, and she's just having a fucking rough time. Nothing serious, but it's tough, innit, with the kids, and you try and look after Michelle, and I've got a business, and it's just to give you some insight into maybe how I deal with that sort of thing, but B, it's just like, I know motivational people like myself, trainers, who banging on about how do this, do that, and we're always fucking 100 mile an hour and on it, and everything's really good and positive, and life isn't always positive. And I think sometimes it helps when we open up to that and admit that, not just to ourselves, but obviously what I'm doing here is publicly admitting that. And things have been really hard this week. We've been just on my way now over to Liverpool, because Michelle's mum and dad have kind of looked after the twins last night, so I'm going to go over and sleep over tonight with them. So hopefully Michelle can get her head down a little bit this afternoon and tonight, and have a bit of time away from them, because talking's really aggravating her voice. It's the longest I've seen Michelle quiet for, to be honest. But on a serious note, it's how do you deal with stuff like that? You know, I've not been in work. I've been in once this week. There's things that I need to sort out. You know, obviously I'm running a business. My staff have been absolutely fantastic with it. But, you know, how do you sort things out on that level? And then, you know, with Michelle, obviously she's in discomfort, so it's then kind of running around and taking her. She had to go to A&E once, and you know, to the doctors and the dentist. She's got a tooth infection as well, which isn't helping. And then obviously the twins need looking after, and they deserve the right level of attention as well. And it's balancing these things. And I think one thing I've learned, well, the first purpose of this is to just get it across that things aren't always perfect for anybody. Okay, I do these videos when I've got something to say, so a lot of the time I'm talking about positive things, and I do try and think positively, but this isn't a positive time, so I wanted to do a video to almost be more honest with you, if that makes sense, and show that it isn't right all the time, it isn't perfect all the time. I struggle with things, which I do. So the way I try and, there's a couple of key things I try and do, 3 key things I'd probably say. Firstly, I try and keep still, what I call still. Now, I don't know what the proper definition of this is, but I read something on Facebook the other day, but it's where you've got that inner sense of balance and calmness, and you just try and stay in the middle. So all this turbulence is going on around you, and you've just got to keep that inner stability and not kind of react to everything that's going on too negatively emotionally, if you can help it. And I think another thing that I read a while ago is something that I've always done but never really heard it conceptualised, and that's what the Navy SEALs in America call, I think they call it making it to dinner or making it to the next meal. The top and bottom is when they're doing the Navy SEALs training and it's that fucking tough that they're trying to break you mentally, that their attitude is, let's make it to the next meal. So let's not try and get through 9 weeks or however long the basic training is. Let's not try and get through 9 weeks. Let's not have that up our sleeves, but let's just make it to the next meal, yeah? So tomorrow's another day, that sort of mentality. And I think that's what really helps. And I think the last thing is, you know, these things are all kind of quite linked in, aren't they? But the last thing really is when you kind of have that faith and that confidence that things are going to pan out and be okay. And I think that's really important. That's something that my parents have taught me that from a young age. You know, just have that inner faith, really. Not necessarily a religious thing. I'm not particularly religious, but I just mean faith in that things are going to be all right. Like, of all things, we're dropping the kids off yesterday. We got off the motorway and we've got this new car that we're borrowing while our other car got fixed. It fucking broke down just off the motorway. So we're like an hour there. Michelle can't speak. Lads are going fucking mental in the back because they wanted the dinner. They were starving and they'd been in the car and the car's broke down. You know, these things, they all seem to come at once. And got back in, got a letter from the solicitors. When we moved out 6 months ago, there's a 360 quid bill for something that I'm not even read it proper yet, but I got in yesterday from all that, and there's a bill on the table for 360 quid for something that we've, oh, like I said, I've not read it, I don't know exactly what it's about, but it's something that we didn't pay at the time for whatever reason. So it's just, these things happen, don't they? They come in fits and starts. It'll fucking be alright. Tomorrow's another day. Michelle will be a little bit better. I'll sort things out at work. I'll pick the lads up, I'll have some fun with them in the morning. It is what it is, and you just got to get on with it. But like I said, I just wanted to get this across because it ain't all, you know, blue skies and rainbows, is it? You know, it is, things are shit sometimes. Things do hit the shit, the shit does hit the fan. And I think, like, one thing as well is, like, you know, there's worse things happening with people, guys. I'm not making a mountain out of a mole over this. I'm just trying to get across a time on this video to you where things aren't right at the minute, you know what I mean? Things are difficult at the minute, and I just want to get that across because I think sometimes revealing your full self, yeah, whenever I do these videos, it's normally about something positive and happy and boom, 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 isn't it, upbeat? And I think revealing your full self can help motivate you. Anyway, I better move. I've just pulled over here. People walking past with dogs on a Sunday wondering what the fuck I'm doing. So, yeah, see you soon.